the way people in less bitter times worshipped gods. They used to chisel stone lore into mountainsides and tablets as high as the sky, so that all would see and know the wisdom needed to survive. Alas, in the stillness, destroying mountains is as easy as an Origin toddler's temper tantrum. Destroying a people takes only a bit more effort. So lorists are no longer Regwo, but most of them tint their lips black in the Regwo's memory. Not that they remember why anymore. Now it's just how one knows a lorist. By the lips, and by the stack of polymer tablets they carry, and by the shabby clothes they tend to wear, and by the fact that they usually do not have real com names. They aren't comless, mind. In theory, they could return to their home comms in the event of a season, although by profession they tend to wander far enough to make returning impractical. In practice, many communities will take them in even during a season, because even the most stoic community wants entertainment during the long, cold nights. For this reason, most lorists train in the arts, music and comedy and such. They also act as teachers and caretakers of the young in times when no one else can be spared for such duty. And most importantly, they serve as a living reminder that others have survived worse through the ages. Every com needs that. The lorist who has come to Tirimo is named Renthri Lorist Stone. All lorists take the com name Stone, and the use name Lorist, it being one of the rarer use castes. She is mostly unimportant, but there is a reason you must know of her. She was once Renthri breeder Tentik, but that was before she fell in love with a lorist who visited Tentik and seduced the then young woman away from a boring life as a glassmith. Her life would have become slightly more interesting if a season had occurred before she left, for a breeder's responsibility in those times is clear. And perhaps that, too, is what spurred her away. Or maybe it was just the usual folly of young love. Hard to say. Renthri's lorist lover eventually left her on the outskirts of the equatorial city of Penfen with a broken heart and a head full of lore, and a wallet full of chipped jades and cabochons and one shoeprint-stained lozenge of mother of pearl. Renthri spent the mother of pearl to commission her own set of tablets from a napper, used the jade chips to buy traveling supplies and to stay at an inn for the days it took the napper to finish, and bought many strong drinks at a tavern with the cabochons. Then, newly outfitted and with wounds patched, she set out on her own. Thus does the profession perpetuate itself. When Nassun appears at the way station where she has set up shop, it's possible that Renthri thinks about her own apprenticeship. Not the seduction part. Obviously, Renthri likes older women, emphasis on women. The foolish dreamer part. The day previous, Renthri passed through Tirimo, shopping at market stalls and smiling cheerfully through her black, daubed lips so as to advertise her presence in the area. She did not see Nassun, on her way home from creche, stop and stare in awe and sudden irrational hope. Nassun has skipped creche today to come and find her, and to bring an offering. This is traditional, the offering, that is, and not teachers' daughters skipping creche. 2 adults from town are already at the way station, sitting on a bench to listen while Renthri talks, and Renthri's offering cup has already been filled with brightly colored shards faceted with the quartance mark. Renthri blinks in surprise at the sight of Nassun, a gangly girl who is more leg than torso, more eyes than face, and very obviously too young to be out of creche so early when it isn't harvest season. Nassun stops on the threshold of the way station, panting to catch her breath, which makes for a very dramatic entrance. The other 2 visitors turn to stare at her, Jija's normally quiet firstborn, and only their presence stops Nassun from blurting her intentions right then and there. Her mother has taught her to be very circumspect. Her mother will hear about her skipping creche. Nassun doesn't care. She swallows.